you guys on the efficiency and the overall performance of the Toyota Prius Echo 2019. As you can see, the mileage is close to 59,550 miles right now, almost pretty close to 60,000 miles. I've been putting quite a bit of miles on this vehicle. It has been performing overall quite well. Only small cosmetic, minor mechanical issues with the specifically with the windshield wiper sprayer. The sprayer for the windshield clogged up. I guess we had, I'm not sure if it's a mechanical problem. I mean, it is a mechanical problem. I'm not sure if it's caused by unnatural and uncommon environmental situation. We had a pretty heavy fallout of dust and pollen this early spring to late spring. So that might have been the culprit. I did poke it with a paper clip. Both of those sprayers, they came back on slightly and they clogged right back up. So there may be a materials or design problem there as well. Other than that, I have not had any mechanical issues now at 59,000 miles, 550,000 miles. 59,550,000 miles, 59,550 miles. And the efficiency is still quite high after over 3 years of use. As you can see, I'm pushing about 66.3 miles per gallon. And that is on this trip, which I'm counting at 382 miles now. For the overall efficiency, again, it's 66.3 miles per gallon, but for that one, it's a little higher. For that last trip of 382 miles so far, at 68.4 miles per gallon. So I'm pushing between 66 and 68 miles per gallon, which is not bad at all. This car is EPA rated at about 58 miles per gallon tops. So I'm driving it quite easy, quite economically. I take it easy everywhere I go, mostly, for the most part. Sometimes I have to push it a little harder, I have to admit. But overall, most of the time, I'm a pretty easy driver and attempt to keep the speed limit most of the time. So I'm quite happy with the performance of the vehicle. Again, I have not had any mechanical issues. I've changed the oil on a pretty regular basis. I'm not going to say I've changed it every time it says I should change it, which is ridiculous at about 4,000 to 5,000 miles. I change it about every 6,000 to 8,000 miles. This vehicle takes the full synthetic oil. So I believe at 8,000 miles is quite fine to change the oil about that long. I did change the air filter once, about a year ago. I did put one new tire so far. The other tires are still original. One of them blew out on me. I had a flat and I damaged the tire to where I could not repair it. So I had to swap that tire out. The wear and tear on the tires is okay. Not necessarily impressed, but about average, normal, what I would expect after 3 years of use. The brakes have not been changed. I don't expect those to go low. I did check on the level. They are still do have quite a bit of use, I believe, from a year to 2 years of use. Again, the way I drive it, I do use the car in eco mode, as you can see, and I also do allow for engine brake a lot. I do switch I'm not sure how helpful this is, but I do switch the transmission gear to the B or brake mode quite often when I want to engine brake or motor brake, instead of using up my brakes. I attempt to slow down when I can with the motor or engine or both, and then apply the brakes slightly to come to a full stop. So as you can see, the temperature is quite high right now. It's about 100 degrees, or about 38 degrees centigrade Celsius. The car, I do try to keep the air conditioner off most of the time, as I just did right now, that I am at a very congested traffic. Most of the time, you know, on streets, regular roads, I do keep the AC off as much as possible. And even on some highways, sometimes a little bit when the weather's not that hot, I try to keep the AC off and crack the windows. If it is like right now, where I'm trying to record a voice recording, and I have all these obnoxious trucks all around me, I do have to close the windows when I'm trying to. If I'm on the highway, for example, on a very hot day, and cracking the windows is just not an option, then I turn the AC on. Sometimes I just open the windows all the way down, even on the highway, and I just throw a pair of earplugs on for the noise, the wind noise, and especially these obnoxious and polluting and obsolete trucks that are just all over the place. These trucks, trailer trucks, rigs, freight trucks are just everywhere. Train technology has not been developed here in the U.S. as it should, especially transport freight trains, and that has gone basically failed in disrepair, as far as I can see. Yes, we do have trains where they are very limited, passenger trains and cargo trains, but they are, again, seemingly very, very seldom used compared to truck technologies, which are, again, obsolete, just kill and ruin traffic all over the place. But getting back to this review, the efficiency of the vehicle is quite impressive. I haven't had any cosmetic problems on the inside or outside as far as the body, the chassis, the interior, the seats, the interior upholstery of the vehicle, all the parts on the inside. I've used the car pretty much quite heavily inside, I believe, because I work out of it. So I'm always bringing equipment, tools, materials in and out, and the interior seems to be holding quite well, even though the weather here is quite extreme, both especially in the summer. Winters are quite mild here in this part of the country. Summers are sometimes brutal, as you can see right now. It could get up to 150 here, easy, inside of the vehicle. 130, 120, easy inside of the vehicle. So that is something to consider. Also, I've had a few hits on my windshield. It seems to be holding up pretty good. I don't have any cracks. I don't have any breaks. I've had, again, a few rocks hit me with the strength that I believe it would have broke, but luckily it has not. So I'm thinking they use pretty good glass to make the windshield. I do have a small, very slight damage that occurred when a piece of debris flew into the front side of the vehicle, the body, the metal part of the body. So it left a small ding, which is nothing to do with the vehicle's design or performance or materials. It did quite well, I believe. The paint, it did not come off in the area where it got hit. It's just scuffed up pretty good and it dented. So the paint performed quite well, holding onto the metal. The paint is not, it's not flaking off. There is no crack or cut in the paint at all. So the paint flexed right into with the hit, which is a good thing. Coating. So again, quite happy. No mechanical issues at all so far. So if you have any comments, questions, leave them here where I post this chat. Thank you.